Hey everybody, it's JMan105 coming back at you with another hobby related video, and I do apologize for the lack in content as of late. It's been almost a month since my last video and that sucks. But life has gotten busier for me and my wife in general. We do have a child on the way in January. I've been modifying this room piece by piece because it's also going to double as the baby's room to a certain extent. But that being said, let me show you what I've been working on, what I'm planning, and when this is all going to start happening. Now you might notice some different things out here on my table. I'm going to start with the tools. I've been tinkering with some different things here and there that involve some mechanical pieces, as well as some bending and manipulation of metal and aluminum. I'm not exactly sure what I'm creating, but I'm just tinkering with certain things as a possible setup for a winter project. I have been working on my RC crawlers on and off, as you can see, and if you've been watching this channel, I said I was going to get a new bumper for the Bronco. The Bronco has its new bumper. I'm very happy with it. It was very easy to do, and it is metal, unlike the plastic one that came off. And it allows for the wheels to turn freely without banging into things. This is the spare Bronco body that came off of the truck that eventually became the pink pickup truck project. That's my wife's truck. I'm going to be using this eventually, possibly on the chassis build, possibly not, or just as a spare body for that truck. But I am going to be playing with the idea of decals. Either something from my bin or something custom that my wife and I might create on the Cricut. Lego. Now, because of space-related issues and the fact that we have a kid coming, I had to take 2 full Rubbermaid containers of Lego models to the storage locker. And that being said, I have kept a 3rd bin with different models that I plan to do more macro photography. So if you keep an eye on this channel, I'll have some results of that. This is more going to happen when the weather goes from fall weather to winter weather, which won't be for a few months. I will be building some scenes in the meantime to set up the macro photography, and I've kept a bin of models that I want to start doing macro photography with. That being, just to name a few, the helicopter, the Batman set, the Vikings, and a whole list of others, including some Alpha Team. And finally, I've also taken an old base plate. This used to be from the police headquarters base plate from the late 80s. It was in poor condition. It was yellowing. There was one stud that's missing, and it's still missing, but it looked in bad shape. So what I did was, last weekend I took it outside, and over the course of a few hours I applied 3 coats of primer that sticks to just about anything onto the base plate to give it a better color. Just in case you're wondering, it used to look gray like that. And that's the back end of the roadway. In addition to doing that, I added, using acrylic paints, a design to the roadway, because this is going to be more like a winter setting when all said and done. And just the other day I added 3 coats of clear coat, water-based, to the roadway so that I can use it quite a bit with photography and minifigures and vehicles and not pull up the paint. The paint job looks a little bit rough, but that's okay. I was kind of hoping for that. I used 4 different colors to make that odd looking tiled surface, which I'm happy with. I don't care if it looks rough. It'll look a lot better when I do the macro photography as well. Nothing's being painted over the studs. They're fine. I like them the way they are. And yes, the bricks and the minifigures still stick to them, no problem. That's all for now. I will have more progress and more videos when I start to work on things. You'll probably see a video on Lego in the next week or so, because I'm going to be pulling out the big base plate and making several small scenes on one big base plate for macro photography purposes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please join the Hobby Lounge on Discord. Peace out, everybody.